Many Disney fans have heard of the island centered in Bay Lake, Discovery Island, otherwise known as Treasure Island. Today, we will be going through the history of this abandoned island in Discovery Island, the story of what happened. From the early 1900s, the island was known as Ross Island, named after the family that once lived there. In the late 1930s, however, it was purchased for $800 by a man named Delmar Radio Nick Nicholson, who renamed the island Idle Bay Isle, and lived there for 20 years with his wife and pet crane. It was later purchased and renamed Riles Island and used as a hunting retreat long before being purchased by Disney in 1965. Disney originally planned to add a pirate theme to the island and call it Blackbeard's Island, but that name was discarded and eventually changed to Treasure Island. However, the Blackbeard Island name was recycled and given to one of the 3 man-made islands of the Seven Seas Lagoon. In 1974, however, plans to add a wide variety of tropical birds to the island emerged, thereby putting the pirate theme on hold. In order to accommodate for the island's more than 600 new feathered friends that would be taking up residence here, more than 50,000 cubic yards of soil and 500,000 tons of boulders were brought to the island, increasing its size to almost 11.5 acres. Along with that came a variety of flowers and trees from all over the globe. Eventually, new man-made bodies of water were created. The once flat, dense, scrub-brushed filled island was transformed into a tropical paradise. Treasure Island opened to the public on April 8, 1974, as a relaxing bird sanctuary, with a few remnants of the pirate theme still present, as evidenced by a reproduced wreck of the ship on the island's southern shore. Disney's conservation efforts of the island were recognized in 1981 when it was made an accredited zoological park by the American Association of Zoological Parks and Aquariums. Despite all of this, however, 8 years later, things took a turn for the worse. Once charges against the island's directors and 4 employees were filled out for the mishandling of wild birds and vultures, as well as the destruction of their nest and shooting of falcons and hawks. Disney claimed the employees were trying to relocate the birds with unfortunate results. Disney settled the case and updated their environmental policies throughout the resort, while still keeping their AZA accreditation. When Disney's Animal Kingdom opened in 1998, it seemed to sound the death bell for the unpopular island. This, coupled with poor performance to the island, led to its ultimate demise. Finally, 25 years after its opening, Discovery Island closed on April 8, 1999. All of the animals on the island were relocated to Animal Kingdom, and the island was left abandoned. Many had ventured onto the island and have found things from snakes in a bottle to old Coke cans. The buildings were left abandoned, and everything was slowly left on the island to rot. You can take a closer look for yourself simply by taking one of the many watercrafts available for rent from the Contemporary Resort. However, you cannot gain access to the island as it is strictly prohibited. Rumors have swirled around for years as what was to become of the abandoned island. Talks of a tie-in with popular video game, Myst, as well as rumors of a private retreat for honeymooners who have lots of cash to spend, came and went. But, as of today, the island still remains deserted. That's all for today's episode of The Story of What Happened. Be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy this, and also be sure to leave a comment down below for any topics you would like to see in a future video. And of course, if you do enjoy our content and you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have time for today. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time for another episode of The Story of What Happened.